Hello everyone. We will kick off Caulfield Guineas weekend at Royal Randwick this Saturday. Starting off in race 3, Caboche, also in the Port Macquarie Cup on Friday, also in Caulfield Wednesday.
He'll go to Wednesday at Caulfield. It'll be very hard to beat in a 2400 metre race.
Will he really? Who rides?
James McDonald.
Poof. Load up. Race 6, Basquet in the Tap Craig.
Wide draw. Seems to get through the conditions okay. Give him another chance.
How wet's it going to be?
I think we're taking the blinkers off since the Golden Rose either. How wet's it going to be?
Yeah.
Where does it get? So they'll struggle to race, unfortunately. I'd presume there'd be a plan in place if they had to pull the pin because there's so much prize money and good racing on offer. And it'd be a shame because the track was actually pretty good last week considering the rain they had. I think everyone's doing their job. But you can't stop La Nina.
No, you can't. Righto, race 7, the Gloaming Stakes. You've got 3. You've got Political Debate. What do you make of him?
Oh, I think he's going all right. Just needs distance. So, yeah, 1800 metre suits leading into the Spring Champion in 2 weeks' time. Wet track. Probably takes the brilliance out of most horses, but I can't fault the way he's working. He looks great.
He'll love the wet track.
Do you think?
Yeah. Swim through it. Coppelson.
He's going well, coming through the back gate, but his wins at the Provincials have been good. His run last start from a wide draw at Rose Hill was good. He's going good.
Him Manslois.
Ditto. It's just whether he needs to run on a heavy 10 track. I think he's a genuine Spring Champion horse that will probably progress through to the Victorian Derby. So one thing we learned, the one thing we've learned over the last 12 months is that these wet tracks take a lot out of horses. That's a concern. And when you're midway through a prep or starting a prep and you've got some exciting horses to unleash, it just makes you think twice whether you should run them or save them.
Fair enough. Into the Silver Eagle, you've Ranchan, blinkers go on, Jay Ford.
Yeah, he was probably a little disappointing last start. He's another one, the suspect in the ground. One last chance to prove himself, otherwise he'll be getting gilded. If he runs well, he'll head to a Golden Eagle.
Minx Bun?
I think you'll see him race in Melbourne in his next start. I think it'll be too wet for him on Saturday. Yep. But he's going well.
And Waterford?
He's a really good horse. It was always going to be a question, 1300 metres being too short, but the first 3 go through to the Golden Eagle. So we hope he runs top 3. We hope he comes through the race safely because, again, running on a heavy 10 track's not perfect. But he's won on a heavy 9, albeit a maiden, or his first win. So this is a lot tougher.
And
he's a good horse.
Espiona, terrible draw. Once more.
Look, I'm not going to scratch her because if you scratch them and they reprogram the meeting or something like that, I don't know if you can put them back in. So
You mean you're not going to scratch early?
no, I'm not going to scratch early, but she won't be running on a heavy 10 track.
Correct.
I'm sure everybody would understand that.
Race 9.
So if she doesn't run there, she'll probably run next Saturday in the Sydney City Stakes. Or the invitation. She's got an invitation for the invitation. $2 million.
12 or 14. What do you reckon?
I don't think it would matter.
Fast enough for both, I think. Race 9, the Yank Stakes, Polly Gray.
Well, she'll like it.
Hello.
First up, a mile. She should be okay. She didn't have that long off in Queensland, and
Jaw won't worry her anyway.
She'll be hard to beat.
A Tissue.
Bless you, Charlie.
Thank you.
She won't mind it. Heavy 10's probably not perfect, but she's a top 3 chance on Saturday.
Grace and Harmony, Barrier 1.
I think she'll probably head to Caulfield. Better track. Yet to speak to Mr. Perry, but that's the way I'd be thinking. She's going well.
Doesn't need to waste a run. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Fine Point, impressive last start.
She was, Charlie. First up, beat some tidy horses. Trained on well. She won on a heavy 9 track at Warwick Farm by about 4.3 lengths one day. And
4.3.
around
About.
This is a lot tougher though, but she's going well.
And Roots 16. Barrier 16, that is.
She wouldn't run from that track either. 70 Espiona. Look for next Wednesday at Caulfield with her probably.
Okay, well that's all for Sydney, so we'll just throw the interstate runners straight in.
Oh,
Shall we?
Okay, go.
Okay, straight down to Caulfield, the Herbert Power, Shiraz. A little bit of better barrier.
Little bit.
On.
Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah, he's going well. He's going to run on a firm track. It's only query with him, but if he runs well, his next run will be the Melbourne Cup.
And Desert Icon. Scratched last week, jumped out Tuesday. Busy old week for the boys, isn't it?
Yeah, keep him on his toes, and hopefully he's on his better behaviour this week. A test up to this distance. He's about a 2,000 metre horse, but we'll see how we go.
No phones in the cinema, please. Race 8, the Caulfield Guineas. Barrier 15, Timmy Clark, Aussie Panko.
Not a good draw, Charlie, but horse is going well. He ran on that really wet day at Caulfield when they basically lost vision, and I think put a line through that. He had a trial last week, which was good. Needs a bit of luck for the draw.
And then into the last, the Northwood Plume, Written Beauty from 7.
She can bounce back. Yeah, she ran on that wet day as well. Didn't like the track. Just needs to be smothered up. Good jockey aboard.
Okay, quickly straight into Eagle Farm, Smirk, drawn 9.
Ran 4th in the Oaks. She's come back well. Probably need the run, but look it up for her. She's in for a good prep.
Okay, race 4 over the mile, Jim Byrne, Green Flash, first run in Queensland.
He'll run well, just a tricky gate to overcome.
And Tahinga, drawn alongside.
Yeah, probably wait a week with him, but both horses are going well enough.
Race 5 over 1,200 metres, Torrids, drawn 6.
First run in Queensland. His Sydney form's been good, deserves respect.
And into the Queensland Cup, Mohican Heights, Barrier 5, Sam Collop.
Should be very hard to beat, Charlie. His runs in Melbourne and Sydney both very good. He's going well. It's the right race for him.
And lastly, Stardome.
Stardome, good first up win. Is he going to be a sharp second up 1400 on a quick track is the concern. So good jockey James Orman aboard, but he'll run well. Now, I've got a quick segment. I'm not a tipper. I don't tip horses, right? I train horses. You're the genius. You can tip. You can find your black bookers now that you've worked out what a black booker is.
Okay, yep.
But I've changed the segment. It's called Through Charlie's Eyes, because everybody talks about your beautiful eyes.
Oh, please.
So the segment is Through Charlie's Eyes. What through Charlie's eyes is a good chance or was unlucky last start?
Cool Cat yesterday, not unlucky by any stretch of the imagination. Got a beautiful ride.
One to follow.
Bottomless track though.
One to follow.
Don't even think he likes
eyes.
a wet track. He was just that much better than everything else in the race.
There you are, Through Charlie's Eyes. Give everybody a look at your eyes.
And
Cool Cat. No, just one.
oh,
Just one. Don't
just
be greedy.
one.
See how
Yeah,
this.
okay.
But you got another one.
Oh, I was going for a tip.
Go on then.
No, I
Give
don't
it.
have a tip.
Come on.
Oh, well, the big man again. Just load up whatever you want on quality time.
Quality time.
Just have it on them again tomorrow.
Port Macquarie Cup.
Port Macquarie Cup.
Oh, there you go.
May as well. If you're floating to the track, unless you're a local trainer, you just wouldn't take your horse, would you?
No. Well, you've seen it here first through Charlie's eyes.
Underlay.